Hello everyone, in this video tutorial we are going to learn about usage of this keyword to access the current class method. So this keyword to access the current class method. Just to understand the pseudocode, how can we use this keyword to access the current class method? Let us analyze one class. Let's say it is test this one. This is a class, and the class members are integer. Okay. Public void test1 is a method, and let us say one more member will be is there. One second, let us say public void test2 is another one method. Two methods are there. Now both the methods are the member of the same class. The class name is test this one. Now for test1 method, the job of the test1 method must be defined over here. Let us give some SOP print statement as string values, and the job of the test2 method we can give over here again some print statement with string and values, and along with that we can call a method within another method. So if I want to call test1 from test2, so test1 is the method which is from the current class. So I can say this dot, sorry, every time it is happening like this, it is like this dot test1. This is the way I can call the method. Now let me close the class. Now to use it and execute, let's say I will give a main class or final class, or let's say test this one. This is another one class. This is a main class. So I should give the main method over here. I am not writing as we are considering it as pseudocode or steps to understand. So to execute the methods available in test this one class, I need to create the object for test this one. So let me come down, test this one equal to new test this one. This is a default constructor, it has been called. Now by using test this one object, that is tt1, I can call test1, and I can call tt1 one dot test2 because we have two different methods. So what will be the output if we will execute the program? Before analyzing the output, let us have a look again. This is an independent class where two methods are there as a class member. One method is having some print statement, random print statement with string values. Other method is having some random print statements with string value, and it is trying to access the test1 method, which is the current class method. So to access the current class method, we can use this dot method name, that is test1. This is to access the current class method. So what will be the output here? This string value and the output of test1 method. So let me just tell, this is like, okay, so when we will call test2, when we will call test1 and test2, test1 output is the string value which has been mentioned in test1, string output which we have mentioned. What is the output of test2? That is this dot test1, same string value, string output. Before that the additional output, whatever added output. So to understand it more, let us replace it again. So let's say I will tell here SOP. Do not notice my spell mistakes because it is again one pseudocode. So just understand SOP means system.out.println. So then let me just keep here SOP hi, and here this dot test1. This dot test1 means it will print hello. So what will be the output here? The output is test1 is hello, and here the output is hi and hello. That's it. So when we will call this test1 and test2, it will behave like this. Test1 output will display. So when it will come to test2 method, it is this dot test1. This dot test1 means again test1 is hello, and the added output of test2, that is hi. So the output is hello, then hi, then hello. So I hope it is clear. Let us get into Eclipse and execute the same code to ensure it is working in the expected manner what we discussed over here. So let me create a class. Let's say this method test. Now let me say it is a main class, and let us delete the unwanted data. Let's say the code is for use of this keyword to access the current class method. Now let's say I will create one class, this test demo, and in this class I will give some methods as class member. So public void test1 as we gave test1 over there. So let's say it is hi, and let us say public void another one method is test2, and let's say we need to call the current class method. So now the current class is this test demo. Current class method means test1. We need to call test1. So I'll just give, sorry, now I need to call test1. So for that reason this dot test1. Yes. So my job is done. Now both the methods test1 and test2 we need to call. So test1 and test2 are the class members of this test demo class. So let me copy the class name to create the instance, because we need to access it outside the class. So this is the main method. Let's create an instance pt d equal to new done. This is okay. Now ttd dot, and here we go, we can call test1 ttd dot, we can call test2. So let us again check what will be the output. The output must be hi, then hello, then again test1 it will call. This dot test1 means current class method should be called, that is test1, that is hi. So hi, hello and hi. So let us execute and check whether it is working as per the expectation. Yes, see this output. Fine. So I hope it is clear, and I hope we understood how this keyword can be used to access or invoke the current class method. Thank you for watching this video. Happy learning.